Good morning, student. Today we will start with a new chapter, that is Globalization and the Indian economy from your economics book. So first of all, we have to know what is globalization. Globalization is the interconnectedness and interdependencies of one country with the other country in the form of trade, business, and so on. So we will read in the economies how the interconnectedness and interconnection lead to integration between countries through foreign trade and foreign investment. That is the topic of discussion in economics. Okay, through the foreign trade and foreign investment, how the interconnectedness has taken place. That will be the topic of discussion of today. So, as consumers in today's world, some of us have a wide choices of goods and services before us, isn't it? Suppose if you want to buy a mobile set, you have so many of the different companies set available in the market. So it offers various choices to you, and you will select any one of the good, okay, of any one of the mobile that you want. So there are so many possibilities or choices that are offered. How? Because of globalization. Okay. Suppose the latest models of digital cameras, mobile phones and television made by the leading manufacturers of the world are within our reach. Every reason why they are within our reach? Because of globalization. Even in every season, new models of automobile can be seen on Indian roads. So gone are the days when only Ambassador or Fiat are seen on Indian roads. So today Indians can buy cars produced by nearly all the top countries or companies in the world. A similar explosion of brand can be seen for many other goods. It can be simply buying shirts or television to process fruit juice. So such wide ranging choices of goods in our market, it is a relatively recent phenomena. And why this recent phenomena has taken place? Only because of globalization. So in a matter of years, our market had been transformed into a global market. So in a few years, our market has been transferred into global market. How? Because of globalization only. Okay. So, because of globalization only, our market has been transformed into a global market. Now, how the production across the countries are taking place. Suppose until the middle of the 20th century, production was largely organized within countries. Okay. So what crossed the boundaries of these countries were raw material, foodstuff and finished product. Colonies such as India exported raw material and foodstuff and imported finished goods. Trade was the main channel connecting the distant countries. So this was before large companies called multinational corporation emerged on the scene. So what are multinational corporation? These are corporation which set up their companies in several countries, in multiple countries, and operate their business. That's why the name multinational corporation. Okay, that owns or controls production in more than one nation. That's why it is called as multinational companies. So multinational companies set up offices and factories for production in region where they can get cheap labor and other resources. This is so that the cost of production is low and the MNCs can earn greater profit. So that why the multinational companies search those regions which will provide cheap labor? Because they want to maximize profit. Okay, that's why. So take an example, the MNC is not only selling its finished products globally, but more importantly, the goods and services are produced globally. So production is organized in an increasingly complex way. The production process is divided into small parts and spread out across the globe. So in the above example of China can be taken, provides the advantage of being a cheap manufacturing location. Mexico and Eastern Europe are useful for their closeness to the market in the USA and Europe, and India has highly skilled engineers who can understand the technical aspect of production. So it has also had educated English speaking youth who can provide customer care services, and all this probably can earn 50 to 60% saving for the MNCs. And that's why many Indians and engineers from India are serving the MNCs. Okay. So the advantage of spreading out production across the border to the multinationals can be truly immense, and it saved the money of the MNCs. So MNCs are those companies which are set up in different parts of the countries, and in more than one nation it can be set up, and that's why the name multinational companies. Okay, so why they set up in different parts of the world? Because they want to maximize the profit. They search those places which provide cheap labor force, so they select those regions for the raw material source so that the profit can be maximized. Now interlinking production across countries. So MNCs set up production where it is close to the markets and where there is skilled and unskilled labor available at low cost, and where the availability of other factor of production is assured. So where the MNC will going to set up their business farm, where there is skilled and unskilled labor available, where there is market available, and where the availability of other factors of production can be of cheap rate. So in addition, MNCs might look for government policies that look after their interest. So having assured themselves of all these conditions, MNCs set up factories and offices for production. The money that is spent to buy assets such as land, building, machines and other equipment is called investment. So the money that is put for setting up the business, for buying the raw material, for hiring the labor, that is called investment of the MNCs. Okay. So it is also known as foreign investment because the MNCs are investing in foreign region or in other nation. So any investment is made with the hope that these assets will earn profit. So at times MNCs set up production jointly with some of the local companies of these countries, and the benefit to the local company of such joint production is twofold. So how the local companies benefited from the MNCs? First, MNC can provide money for additional investment like buying new machines for faster production, and MNC might bring with them the latest technology for production, because those poor countries, they lack technology. So MNC will provide with them with the latest technology. Okay, that is the benefit of the various other nations where the MNC set up their production. Okay. So, but the most common route for MNC investment is to buy up local companies and then to expand production. MNCs with huge wealth can quite easily do so. For example, Cargill Foods, a very large American MNC, has bought over smaller Indian companies such as Parag Foods. Parag Foods had built a large marketing network in various parts of India where its brands was well reputed. So this is a small example. In fact, many of the top MNCs have wealth exceeding the entire budget of the developing country. So today we have read how MNCs are investing on different countries of the world, and next day we will read about the foreign trade and integration of the various markets in the economy. Thanking you, student.